Alright everyone, this is Stammer and welcome to another slightly rambly blog where I'm going to talk about something that happened over the past weekend. So this weekend I went to Eastbourne, which is a seaside town in the UK on the south coast, and I went with my board games group because we were going to go and play some games and have a bit of fun. If anyone's surprised that I'm a geek, but yeah, it was really fun. Basically, we took over a hotel and we just played games all weekend, and it was really good. However, something happened there that I wanted to talk about because I thought it was really interesting and a really good moment. So picture this. It's the evening, everybody is playing a social game, it's good fun, everyone's having a really good time. And in this game, a member of a team has to go up in front of everyone else, and they've got little cards in which have stuff like films or actors or books and stuff, and they need to then describe what's on that card without saying what's on the card. And a few members of our team had already gone up and done it, and I decided that I was going to go. I was a bit nervous because, you only had 30 seconds to do it, and putting someone with a stammer under time pressure is not always the best idea. But I thought, nah, I'm playing with friends and everyone's nice, even if I stammer, it's fine. So I went up and I was standing with the cards and I was ready to go. And then the guy with the stopwatch was like extra time, yeah? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, extra time for you, yeah? I'll give you an extra 10 seconds. And I was like, yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. And I feel like I shouldn't have been as shocked as I was that this was done. I didn't know what to say because it's not something I expect. I would never expect someone to make those kind of adjustments for me, and also I would never think to ask for them. However, the fact that he knowing that I had a stammer was just yep, extra time for her. He already had it programmed into his phone before I even got up there, and that's such a tiny thing, but it made a massive difference and it made me feel really good. There are some board games which are not wholly compatible with the stammer, and those ones can be a bit trickier. It's always fun playing stuff like Cards Against Humanity with people, because I don't find it the easiest to read off a page. So whenever it's my turn and I'm reading through everyone's answers, I'm just building the suspense and building the suspense and building the suspense, and they will wait for me. But it might take me a while. And similarly, there's a game I'm gonna get. There's games like this. This is called Double, and Double is a card game where you have to match different symbols. And you get a bunch of cards like this, and every other card has a matching symbol with every other card. In this case, it's the trees, which I don't know if you guys spotted. Tree, yeah. And what you have to do is when you find out what the match is, you have to say the word, and then either put it down or pick it up, depending on what version you're playing. And I'm not very good at saying stuff fast when I need to. There's been a lot of times when I've been playing Double, when I just had to say if I put my finger on the card, my finger's on the card, that means I'm trying to talk, and that means you guys have to wait, and you cannot put any more cards down until I'm done. Because otherwise I just Because otherwise I'm trying to say something and everyone else has already paddled in. And I've lost my chance. And so that's why I'm like fingering, claimed it, let me say it. And stuff like that. If you have a stammer, like you need to like kind of find ways to make these little adjustments. And if you're playing with like nice people, then I would hope that they're willing to let you make those adjustments. Because you know, like kind of as I've said in previous videos, like kind of don't be a dick and let people have their time. It shows how easy these little adjustments and little considerations can be. And that was like nothing to him. Like that was just, yeah, like that was, whatever. But to me, and to someone who stammers, like just doing something where it's like, yeah, I recognise you. And I'm trying to make things easier for you. It's incredible, and I don't think that people realise how much of a difference that can make. A lot of people think that making reasonable adjustments is doing these big things for people, and it's really, really not. Like, sometimes it's just a case of saying, hey, I recognise you, and this is what I'm going to do to make it easier for you. And it was really, really nice of him, and as I say, completely unexpected. So I'm so grateful. It was a really, really good weekend. Like we did loads of board games. We did like kind of lots of just hanging out and talking to each other. We had some amazing food. And also we went to play like a croquet. I've never played croquet. I only know croquet from Alice in Wonderland, where they're playing with the flamingos. But I decided to go along and spectate. I thought I was being like a very civilised by coming to watch the croquet, but it's sporadically raining, so I'm spending half of it hiding inside. It's still fun. And then, at some point, I ended up with a mallet in my hand. I've ended up with a mallet. Not sure how this happened. Let's try. So, I thought, yeah, let's give it a try. Let's see how I am at croquet. Maybe it's a hidden talent. Maybe this is my calling, and I just haven't known for all these years. Maybe not. It was fun. It was fun. I don't know if it's my new career. I don't know if I should give up the day job. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that here for now. I just wanted to kind of share that story just to show how the little things we do, they can make like the biggest difference. And like in this case, it really like kind of set up my weekend like in a really, really good way. When you think of like kind of reasonable adjustments, everybody thinks of these big things which take effort to change, and like stuff like adding in like kind of new facilities and stuff like making a new policy. However, like, there are so many other ways to make reasonable adjustments, and there are things that we can do every single day, and they're such a big help to people. And it's also stuff that like we might not even like realise we're doing, which means so much to those people. And I think we should be looking out for more opportunities to do this kind of thing. And this experience this weekend has really made me think about that. So I hope that you found that interesting. If you did, then please kind of leave me a like, leave me a comment. Again, like anything like kind of which you want to see like in a future video, please let me know. And please like kind of hit this subscribe button if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!